Hello and welcome to the Distilled Brand Happy Hour, where I provide one actionable tip, one insight to help you grow your business or your brand. My name is Ryan Roden, and I am the owner of the Distilled Brand, where it's our mission to help small businesses and entrepreneurs clearly articulate who they are and what they do in everything that you do so that you become the obvious choice in your market. And one of the ways that you can become the obvious choice in your market is through the content that you produce. And so let's belly up to the bar and take a look at what we like to refer to at the Distilled Brand as the content pyramid. So if you think about your content in this way as not a pyramid that you're used to, but let's take that pyramid and let's flip it upside down so that it resembles more of a sales funnel. Because let's face it, your content is what is going to bring people to you. So we like to look at our content as having three different parts. The first part up here at the top, we like to refer to as awareness. And if you think about it, the people at the top of your content funnel, they might be aware that they have a problem, but they may not know exactly what it is. So what we like to do is talk about content in this top part of the pyramid as what or why type content. What is the problem that you're experiencing? And why are you experiencing it? So if you put it into the obstacle course that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, we're going to spend a lot of time in the awareness phase of content for the content pyramid, talking about what are the obstacles that we're facing and why am I facing those obstacles? And also what happens if we can get rid of those obstacles. So we really want to drive awareness to the problems that people have, because in many cases, people can't even really name the problem. They just know the symptom. So if you can help them name their problem, you start to build immediate trust with folks. So once we have gotten people's attention through awareness, we move them down in the funnel, just like you would in a typical sales funnel, into what we refer to as the consideration phase. Okay, so this is the phase where people are aware they have a problem. You've helped them understand what it is that they're struggling with, the obstacles they face, and why they're facing them. Now, what we need to do in the consideration phase is we need to provide them with tips or how-to type content so that they can begin to overcome the obstacles that they face. Now, we're not solving the problems for them, but we're letting them know that we know how. So this is the part of the funnel where most people spend a lot of time with content, which is good, but it's also bad if you focus too much of your time and effort here. This actually becomes a cautionary tale for people. You need to also be providing awareness content to drive people into consideration. So awareness phase, helping people understand what their obstacles are that they're facing, giving it a name, helping them understand why they're facing them. And then also we move them into the consideration phase then, where we give them tips and how-to instructions on how to begin to overcome the obstacles that we face. This is also the place where you will demonstrate the know-how of what you do. So not only do you know something, but you know how to overcome something. And then once we've produced some consideration content, we then move down to the bottom of the funnel, and this is decision type content. So think of decision type content as this is social proof. Can you actually do what you say you can do? So you're going to want to provide social proof. You're going to want to talk about the outcomes that you help your clients achieve so that you're reinforcing the decisions and the how-to and the tips that you've provided. So if we walk back down the funnel again, and you need to produce content in all three areas of the funnel, we help first raise awareness about the problems that we can help solve by talking about what and why type contents. What are the obstacles we see? Why are we experiencing them? Then we produce content in the consideration phase, providing tips and how-to instructions on how to help your clients begin to overcome those obstacles. And then finally, we need to produce decision type content. We need to help people understand that we know what we're doing and we have proof that we can help them as well because we've helped other people in similar situations. So those are the 3 parts of the content pyramid that you need to be thinking about as you create content: awareness, consideration, and decision. So as we wrap up today's quick tip on the Distilled Brand Happy Hour, it is decision time for you. If you enjoy these types of tips and you'd like to get more, you can sign up for the Distilled Brand Creating Clarity newsletter. Comes out once a week on Monday. It's not a salesy letter. It's tips just like this. You'll get more tips quicker if you sign up for the newsletter. And again, comes out every Monday. I provide one actionable tip because if I give you a whole bunch of stuff, we know implementation becomes overwhelming and difficult. So one tip that you can easily implement in a week that will help you grow your business and your brand. So until next week, I've been Ryan. Cheers.